Anyway, good afternoon, dear student leaders and advisors, administrators and faculty, fellow Vincentians, mga classmates. It is an honor to stand before you today. Naks, parang graduation speech, no? Sige, konting kwento bago tayo magtotoong seryoso na. After graduation, kapag tinatanong ako kung papaano ko daw masasabi sa sarili ko na successful na ako sa buhay ko, ang lagi kong sagot, siguro kapag na-invite na ako ng alma mater ko to have or to deliver a commencement speech in a graduation. Di ba ganun naman siya? Nagiging valid lahat ng ginawa mo sa buhay pag nakita na ng school mo, no, ay yung gagong to dati, oo. Pwede na itong mang-inspire ngayon sa graduation, invite natin sila. It's a great sense of being successful if you were invited. And today, hindi man ako na-invite to have a talk or speech sa isang graduation ceremony. Andito naman ako ngayon, magsasalita sa mga susunod na huhubog at uukit ng kasaysayan para sa student body. Kaya salamat sa Office for the Student Affairs for inviting me here. It is as if abot kamay ko na ang pagiging successful. The title of my talk today is The Vincentian Student Leader as a Servant, as a Shepherd, and as a Shaper of Hope. And so, classmates, it is an honor to stand before you today, not just to speak, but to reflect with you on what it truly means to be a Vincentian student leader. We live in a world full of noise, ambition, and constant motion. Leadership in such a world is often mistaken for power, prestige, and popularity. But Saint Vincent de Paul, the humble priest from the small town of France, reminds us that true leadership begins not with position, but with purpose. Have you ever asked yourselves, bakit kayo hinalal? Para saan kayo? Ano ang purpose nyo dito? Because frankly, what you have right now is just a position. Have you ever wondered ano ang gagawin mo after this Leaders Congress? So, it is with purpose, not with commanding others, but with compassion for others. Not with leading crowds, but with serving souls. This once said by Saint Vincent de Paul, go to the poor and you will find God. This one line captures the beating heart of Adamsonian or Vincentian leadership. It is rooted in faith in action. It is anchored in the belief that every human being deserves dignity. And that love without service is just sentiment. Classmates, ako si Edward Bonifacio Lacap, kagaya nyo. Asul ang dugo ko, batang San Marcelino, naging student leader din ako. I founded the organization with the longest meaning. Na nabalitaan ko kanina, tinanggal na yung meaning. Andito ba ang mga adu politika? Yeah. I founded the adu politika back then on 2011. Then became the Adamson University Student Government President 2 on that same school year. Sorry. So ngayon hindi nyo na alam yung adu politika, anong meaning? Alam pa naman. So, inaaway kasi ako lahat ng nasa kosa doon kasi napakahaba ng meaning ng adu politika. It's political science students, united in living out its supremacy, politika, integrity, and academic supremacy. So, on that same school year, I was elected also as the president of the student government. Kaya hayaan niyong ikwento ko ang naging buhay ko dito sa universidad na ito bilang isang estudyanteng naniwala sa mga aral at turo ni San Vicente de Paul, kung paano ko hinubog ang sarili ko para marating kung nasaan man ako ngayon. So what then is the identity of a Vincentian student leader? First, a Vincentian student leader is a servant first. Can you repeat it with me? A Vincentian student leader is a servant first. Vincentian leadership starts with feet, not the mouth, with walking towards the margins. Saint Vincent de Paul did not lead from above. He led from beside. He touched lepers, fed orphans, taught the uneducated, and stood beside the forgotten. In our university, being a Vincentian leader means lifting others even before you lift yourself. It means listening with the intent to understand and not just to reply. It means seeing leadership not as a medal, but as a mission. Saint Vincent was a bridge between the wealthy and the poor, the powerful and the powerless. You too are called to be a bridge builder. In a school full of different backgrounds, skills, and stories, be the one who unites, who includes, and who sees the unseen. Don't just aim to be excellent. Aim to be empathetic. For in the eyes of God, the soul of a leader is not measured by trophies, but by tears wiped away, by burdens shared, and by hope restored. Sa panahon ng panunungkulan ko bilang isang student leader, maingay ang usapin sa universidad noon patungkol sa 5 bagay. Hindi ko alam kung hanggang ngayon ito pa rin ang isa sa mga to ay usapin pa rin ngayon. But during our time, more than a decade ago, itong 5 to, napakainit na usapin sa loob ng universidad. Una, no permit, no exam. Problema pa rin ba siya hanggang ngayon? Nakahanap kami ng kakampi sa isang CHED memorandum noon na bawal na hindi bigyan ng exam ang students kahit walang permit. Pangalawa, away ng mga fraternities. Meron pa rin ba ditong saksakan dito, saksakan doon, pillbox dito, pillbox doon. Yung Estero de Balete, kulay pula na yung dugo. Hindi ko alam bakit trip nilang doon sa Falcon Bridge magsaksakan lagi. Ang away ng mga fraternities, lahat ng tambayan nila ay inalis natin noon sa loob ng campus. Inaya natin silang sumama sa atin bilang registered organization para maging legal sila sa loob ng campus at bibigyan pa natin sila ng alokasyon sa pondo. Hindi sila pumayag na ma-register. Hindi daw nila ibibigay yung listahan ng mga miyembro nila. Kaya ang ginawa natin ay hindi na natin hinayaan na maghari-harian sila sa campus. Naalala ko pa, mismong opisina ng ADU Politika noon. May mga offices pa rin ba kayo? Wala na din. O sige, kwento na lang to. Naalala ko pa, mismong opisina ng ADU Politika noon ang una kong ipinasara dahil nahuli ko ang mga iilang Pol-Sci students na nakatambay doon at nagmamariwana. Oo, sa panunungkulan natin bilang student leader, ang lagi mo nang titignan ay kapakanan ng marami at hindi pakikisama sa iilan. Pangatlo, laging late mag-suspend ng klase kahit hanggang leeg na ang baha dulot ng ulan. With exaggeration ito na hanggang leeg syempre. Hanggang tuhod pa lang naman nun. Inclusivity is the key. We reminded the administration back then of another CHED memorandum that in the event na malakas na ang ulan, kahit hindi sa Adamson malakas ang ulan, kahit doon pa lang sa bahay mo, excuse ka na dapat sa klase mo per CHED memorandum. At kung may mga quiz or mga exams, dapat bigyan ka ng professor mo. Basta full documentation na kung asan ka man, it's very impossible na pumunta ng school. Dito, sinuportahan kami ni Father Kiko. Siya yung Vice President for Academic Affairs dati, Father Kiko Magnaye. With full humility, nagpasalamat si Father Kiko sa akin noon para daw sa paglaban ko sa mga estudyante. Naging malapit ako kay Father Kiko dahil pagkapanalo ko ng AUSG President, ay ipinatawag niya ako. Hindi ko alam kung anong purpose, pero first time daw yun na ipapatawag ang Student Body President para sa BPAA. Hindi niya ako kilala. Bakit? Ako yung dark horse during my AUSG election. Hindi ako active sa kahit na anong organization. Tumakbo akong presidente na walang nakakakilala sa akin. Idinaan ko lang sa plataforma. Mabuti na lang, matatalino talaga ang mga student leaders ng Adamson University. Sa halalan na yon, si Edward Lacap ang panalo. Sa usapan namin ni Father Kiko, ang sabi niya sa akin bago ako umalis sa opisina niya, Kuya Edward, yes, Kuya ang tawag ni Father Kiko sa akin. Ang sabi niya sa akin, mahalin mo ang mga classmates. Gawin mo lahat ng makakaya mo para sa mga students. Kapag may problema, sabihan mo lang ako. Kasi ako, Kuya, para sa mga estudyante, makikipagsapakan ako. From the word of a CM priest. Ang sabi ni Father Kiko, kasi ako, Kuya, makikipagsapakan ako para sa mga estudyante. Pang-apat, ay ang haba ng pila ng enrollment dahil mano-mano pa noon. Ito ang unang problemang hinarap ko pag upo ko bilang student government president. Pumalya ang encoding or yung computers during enrollment. Haba ng pila, men. Buong second floor ng ST building, puno ng students yung mga classrooms as waiting area, hindi pa kasamang standing na pila sa ground floor papuntang computer laboratories. I called Father Greg. Back then, he is the university president. Dahil ang sabi niya sa akin, nung nanalo ako, Edward, kapag may problema sa mga students, you let me know. Pagtulungan natin. So I called Father Greg. And the conversation goes like this. Hello, Father. Actually, tawag ko Pads. Hello, Pads. May problema lang po. Nagagalit na ang mga students kasi down ng system sa encoding. Alas 3 na po, pila pa din. Father Greg, Edward, sinusolusyonan naman na. Pakitulungan kami, kausapin mo ang mga students, pakalmahin mo sila. And so, tumayo ako sa kada table ng bawat classroom sa ST, second floor, kung saan naghihintay ang mga estudyante. First time daw yun na may student government body na kumausap sa kanila. Napakalma ko naman silang lahat. Gusto niyo bang malaman kung paano ko sila napakalma? Di ako naghubad, di ako sumayaw. Di ko talent yun. Kahit nasa taas ako ng table. Tinawagan ko si Father Greg. Pads, okay na po. Willing to wait daw po sila. Kala mo, drive-thru lang, no? Sabi ni Father Greg sa akin, paano mo sila napakalma? Sabi ko, Father, sabi ko sa second sem, online enrollment na tayo. Tumawag si Father Kiko. Kuya Edward, okay na ba ang problema sa mga students? Sabi ko, opo, okay na, Father. Sabi niya, anong ginawa mo? Sabi ko po, next sem, online enrollment na. Sabi ni Father Kiko, naku kuya, magastos yan. Ang tagal na pinagpaplanuhan yan. Sabi ko kay Father Kiko, Father, baka tayo na po ang magsuntukan na ito kapag hindi pa natuloy yan. And so, on that second semester is the pilot of the online enrollment in Adamson University. Panglima, suporta sa mga atleta natin. Kulilat tayo sobra noon pagdating sa UAAP. Tanda ko pa noon, ang ginagawa ng AUSG ay binibili ang UAAP ticket sa men's UAAP basketball at pinamimigay namin sa mga students ng libre. Walang patron doon, upper box lang lahat yun na Gen Ad. Lagi kaming sumusulat at nakikiusap na magsuspend ng klase sa laban ng men's basketball at todo ang naging suporta natin. So pag may laban ng men's noon, walang klase ang Adamson University. Pinagtulungan namin ng mga administrators and it was the first time in UAAP history na kalaban natin ang Ateneo pero mas marami ang inuupuan ng Adamson University crowd kaysa sa kanila. Nagrerenta kami ng mga jeepneys para may free service ang mga classmates papunta sa Araneta or kung saan man ang laban. Sa panahon na yon, pumasok sa top 4 ang Adamson Men's. Twice to beat pa nga ang naging standing natin. Ayun nga lang, we were twice beaten. Nalaglag tayo at natalo. Lahat ng atleta sa panahon namin ay binigyan namin ng parangal o pagkilala. Nanalo at natalo, naging isa ang tingin ng student government sa kanila. Binigyan silang lahat ng parangal sa isang gabi ng parangal na inorganize ng AUSG. Hindi ko ito ikinukwento upang iyabang sa inyo. Magkakaiba tayo ng talento, magkakaiba tayo ng problema hinaharap sa student body. Kinukwento ko to para maging inspirasyon ninyo. Inclusivity at pagkakapantay-pantay ang gustong paglilingkod ni San Vicente de Paul. Matibay na halimbawa na dapat bilang mga lingkod estudyante ay alam natin kung ano ang para sa mga estudyante at kung ano ang serbisyong kailangan ng mga estudyante. Bakit? Classmates. Dahil a Vincentian leader is a servant first. Second, a Vincentian leader is a shepherd. Can you repeat it with me? A Vincentian leader is a shepherd. Saint Vincent de Paul was not just a servant. He was a shepherd. He walked among the poor, the forgotten, and the broken, not to lead them with power, but to walk with them with compassion. A shepherd knows the names of the sheep, feels their wounds, defends them from harm, and guides them towards safety. Classmates, it is not the work of prestige. It is the work of presence. As a student leader, you are called to be a shepherd, to guide, not just manage, to care, not just instruct. Your title may be president, officer, or coordinator, but your real calling is to lead others by knowing them, being with them, and walking with them. A shepherd doesn't abandon the flock when it gets hard. When conflicts arise, when classmates struggle, when your team loses focus, you stay. You protect the vulnerable, encourage the weary, and bring back those who stray. That is leadership not rooted in ego, but in character. The kind that St. Vincent lived and our Vincentian identity calls us to emulate. And like any true shepherd, you listen to the voice of the divine. You lead not from your own strength, but from quiet daily trust in God who placed this calling in your hands. Bilang isang student leader, hindi madali ang pinapasok natin. Madaming lente ang nakatutok sa atin. Lente ng tiwala at lente ng mga mapanghusga. Dahil kailangan nating may magawa, kailangan nating may mapatunayan, kailangan nating umayos. Dahil sa isang bawat mali natin, may mga lenteng nakatutok sa atin at makukuhanan tayo. Ang bawat pagkakamali ay normal lang. Kung makuhanan ito ng mga lente ng mga mapanghusga, hayaan nyo lang. Kasama yon sa panunungkulan natin. Ngunit, pakakatandaan nyo ito. Ngunit, sa bawat mali, lagi nyong iisipin, huwag na huwag nyong hahayaan na magkamali kayo at makukuhanan kayo ng mga lente dahil may niyurakan kayong karapatan, dahil may dignidad kayong nilapastangan, o di kaya dahil may buhay kayong sinira. Classmates, we are shepherds. We mold values, we hone people. Third, Vincentian leader is a shaper of hope. Can you repeat it with me? A Vincentian leader is a shaper of hope. In the darkest corners of Francis streets, binata na ako pwede na ako mag-asawa. In the darkest corner of Francis streets, among abandoned babies, dying peasants, and hopeless prisoners, Saint Vincent de Paul sowed hope. Not false optimism, but concrete change built from relentless love. He believed that the poor were not problems to be solved, but persons to be loved. And with every act of charity, he reminded the world, hope is not an idea, it's an action. You too are called to be a shaper of hope in your campus. The Vincentian student leader doesn't see what is, you help others see what can be. Where there is conflict, you bring unity. Where there is silence, you create safe space. Where others see difficulty, you plant the seeds of transformation. You may not be able to solve every problem, but in every meeting, in every project, in every outreach, you can ask, will this give someone hope? Being a shaper of hope means building a future not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. It is a mission grounded in competence, expressed through charity, and lived with character. As Saint Vincent de Paul said, love is inventive to infinity. So let your leadership be creative in giving hope. Through listening, through action, through love that endures. Saint Vincent's life was transformed not just by charity, but by a deep relationship with Christ. He found his strength in prayer, his clarity in Scripture, his courage in the Eucharist. His leadership was never detached from his faith. As student leaders, let your plans be rooted in prayer. Let your courage be fueled by conscience. You are not just leading projects. You are not just leading an organization. You are leading hearts. You are leading souls. And to lead the hearts and souls of every classmate, yours must be in rhythm with Christ. On my experience as a student leader, napakahirap kaya maging shaper of hope. Hello? Gusto ko din naman pumasa sa lahat ng subjects ko. Estudyante pa rin din naman ako. May landi rin ako sa katawan. May dates din ako. May ka-talking stages din ako gabi-gabi, kaya ako puyat. Diyos ko, umabot din ako sa niloko ako ng girlfriend ko kasi busy daw ako sa student council. And you know what? I was that broken, tapos kailangan ko pa rin problemahin ang problema ng student 3. You have to be selfless in this mission. Classmates, to be a shaper of hope, you will surely live the rocky road of life, achieving your dreams. Because remember, you have a family too, hoping that you will be a student first before being a leader. Kaya nga siya student leader. You are a student muna bago maging isang leader. Classmates, I want you to remember this. I too is hoping in you. And in shaping a hope for the student 3, in your governance, and you find yourself torn between peace and money, I hope you choose peace. Between passion and money, I hope you choose passion. Between joy and money, I hope you choose joy. Because successful people are those who knows what they want in life. Always put this in your heart. This is my personal conviction sa sarili ko na nabuo ko nung student leader ako at naging motto ko na siya all throughout the years. Until now, nothing is impossible with a willing heart. Take a risk. Never surrender. We are not entitled of quitting, but we always do have the option to rest. Kaya niyo ba siyang ulitin? We are not entitled of quitting, but we do always have the right or the option to rest. Hindi umaayaw ang Adamson yan. Nagpapahinga lang para sa susunod na laban. As closing, my dear Vincentians, the world needs your leadership now more than ever. But it doesn't need more bosses or influencers. It needs servants with vision, shepherds with compassion, students who lead with humility, faith, and action that brings hope. A Vincentian leader acts, not just talks. Tatagalogin ko. Ang Vincentian student leader, hindi lang puro daldal, may ginagawa. Saint Vincent de Paul's genius was in his ability to organize love. He didn't just dream. He built hospitals, shelters, and communities. He knew that charity that remains in words is a love that dies. Ang pagtulong daw na bukang bibig lang at walang aksyon ay parang isang pagmamahal na patay. So classmates, you must act, organize, create, serve. Let your leadership spark solutions. If you see a classmate isolated, reach out. If you see injustice, speak up. If you see a problem, become part of the answer. I still remember this when I was the student government president. Every time na may magrarally, mag-welga sa tuition fee dyan, lumalabas ako. At hinihingi ko sa kanila ang isang debate. Walang kinakatakutan ang isang student leader kung alam niyong nasa tama tayo. You must act. You must serve and create safe space. At kung kailangan niyong magsalita kayo. Let Saint Vincent de Paul not just be your school's patron, let him be your model. Let his life be your mirror, and may your leadership be a light, one that shines not on you, but through you, for others to follow. It is not enough to do good. It must be done well. So let's do good, and let's do it the Vincentian way, with love, with faith, and with the courage to serve. Classmates, kung tatanungin niyo ako ngayon kung nasaan na ako, after kong lumabas sa universidad natin, heto ako ngayon. Sinusubukan sa araw-araw at isinasabuhay ang pagiging shaper of hope ni San Vicente. Sa mga negosyong itinayo ko, ang tanging tinatanggap lang naming empleyado ay yung mga hindi tapos sa pag-aaral, yung mga out-of-school youths, yung mga PWDs, yung mga senior citizens, at mga working students. Bakit? Bukod sa gusto ko silang bigyan ng pag-asa, ay ang realidad sa Pilipinas na minimum requirement bago ka makapasok sa isang trabaho ay dapat college graduate ka na nga, dapat tragis with experience pa. Kaya sabi ko, sa mga negosyong itatayo ko, 90 to 95% are not college graduates. Bakit? Dahil sino pa ang magbibigay ng patas o pantay na oportunidad sa mga hindi tapos sa pag-aaral, sa mga out-of-school youths, sa mga PWDs, sa mga senior citizens, at sa mga working students, kundi ang isang Adamsonian na natuto at naniwala sa turo at gawain ni San Vicente de Paul. Classmates, wala nang magnanakaw sa gobyerno, magiging maayos na ang Pilipinas kung lahat lang sana ng politiko ay Adamsonian. Tayo ang pag-asa ng bayan. Pag-asa na inayawan na ng nakakarami, bayan na sinukuhan na ng karamihan, kaya kagaya ng sinasabi sa dulo ng bawat misa, Adamsonians, humayo kayo at magpakarami. Maraming salamat po.